reading ordinance number O-24-31, be it enacted by the Quorum Court of Garland County, State of Arkansas, an ordinance to be entitled, an ordinance to obligate the remaining American Rescue Plan Act, that's ARPA, funds on the books of the county and to declare an emergency.
Vote for due pass.
Second.
Got a motion and a second for due pass. Is there further discussion? All in favor for the due pass, say aye.
Aye.
All opposed, same sign. It's given a due pass. The next item would be ordinance number O-2432, be it enacted by the Quorum Court of Garland County, Arkansas, Garland County, State of Arkansas, an ordinance to be entitled, an ordinance revising rates for disposal of Class 4 solid waste at the Garland County landfill and for other purposes.
Vote for due pass.
Second.
And a motion and a second for due pass. Is there any discussion? Sorry, I didn't hear you. Was there discussion?
Ask who seconded it, was Young.
Okay, good. So we're ready to vote. All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
All opposed, same sign. It's given a due pass. Thank you. Next item is appropriation ordinance number O-24-33, be it enacted by the Quorum Court of Garland County, State of Arkansas, an ordinance to be entitled, an ordinance to establish the annual operating budget for the calendar year 2025.
Move for due pass.
And a motion and a second for due pass. Any discussion? All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
All opposed, same sign. It's given a due pass. And I believe, is there anything else for me to cover on this? If that's the case, there's nothing else for me to cover, then I'm going to pronounce that the meeting is adjourned.
change the order of business tonight because we've got a couple people here that want to do some presentations, and one of them's got to do a presentation somewhere else, and one of them is actually going to be in the Christmas parade. Mrs. Claus is going to be in the Christmas parade, so we've got to get them out of here as quickly as we can. So, Pastor Andrew Gonzalez is here with us tonight, and he's going to come up and deliver the prayer for us tonight. He's from the Sanctuary Church of God, and I appreciate you very much for being here.
Yeah, glad to be here. I was trying to figure out which one was going to have to go to the Christmas parade. Let's pray. Lord, we love you. We thank you for your goodness, for your faithfulness, for your mercy. Lord, I pray a special blessing over this body tonight. I pray that you would help these leaders to have the wisdom and the discernment, Father, to handle the affairs of this city in a way that pleases you. We'll be careful to give you all the praise and the honor that is due to your name. In the name of Jesus, we pray. Amen.
Amen.
Thank you, sir.
Andrew, you can join us for the pledge if you would like. I
pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
You are more than welcome to stay. What I know you got a bit, but thank you. Sarah, would you please call the roll?
Justice Broughton,
Here.
Anderson, Dixon,
Here.
Young,
Here.
Wright, here, Owen, Brazil,
Here.
Peters,
Here.
McGrew, here, Hunter,
Here.
Brown,
Here.
Rainey.
We have Director Beard and Director Garcia with us tonight. If you would come up, please. And Director Beard had some emergency eye surgery this morning. She was scheduled to be here, but she emailed me early this morning and said, "Hey, I've got to get a stand-in for me." But she made it anyway, and thank you for doing that.
Thank you. I'm Karen Garcia. Tonight, Mrs. Claus, but I'm here representing the city of Hot Springs along with Director Beard. I represent District 5 and she's District 2. And it's an honor to be here. And we want to first thank you for your service and especially thank you for working together with our governing body and to make our whole community, Garland County, a better place to live. But I have some words to express that regarding the presentation at this time. Never separate the life you live from the words you speak. Those are the words of the late Senator Paul Wellstone of Minnesota, a politician that Director Beard deeply admired. Even those who disagreed with his politics respected his passion. She also admires each of you, as I do, for taking an unpopular stance, standing by your convictions and remaining true to who you are. Similarly, these traits were also hallmarks of Senator Wellstone's career. Each of you did what you thought was right instead of what you thought might be most popular. This world would be a better place if all elected officials followed your lead. And at this time, would Jason Brazil and Larry Rainey please rise, come forward?
Come out there.
Yeah, going out there.
That one is Jason. We have these special presentations presented to Jason Brazil and to Larry Rainey by the City of Hot Springs on behalf of the city mayor and our entire city board of directors. We present to you the keys to the City of Hot Springs.
Wait, there's more. Um, Esther and Ray, I like for the keys to be a surprise, but I didn't tell you that this also includes you. Um, each one of you are pillars on the Quorum Court, and I'm glad that I got to watch and learn from you. And you have been an inspiration to me. So I want you guys to come up too. I have a key for you as well. I wish I could see your face right now. And can you two come back so we can get all of a full picture? And
So we have special presentations for the keys to the city of Hot Springs presented December 9th, 2024 to Ray Owen and to Esther M. Dixon. In congratulations for your leadership and your service. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
We'll do those afterwards. Thank you both very much. Representative Greer.
Thank you all very much. I want to thank all of y'all that you've got the reward of the service that you've done to our county. Being an elected official is not always an easy thing, and I appreciate it very much. But to Ray, still, he's on this been here longer than anyone else. So Ray, I have a special citation for you. It says, Mr. Ray Allen Jr., whereas Mr. Ray Allen Jr. has significantly impacted the community, has a lifetime of service, and retired after 27 years from Quorum Court. Whereas Mr. Owen has a Bachelor of Science degree in Chemical Engineering, a Master's degree in Civil Engineering from the University of Arkansas at Fayetteville. He has a Juris Doctorate from the University of Arkansas Law School. While serving on the Garland County Quorum Court, he was a member of the Finance Committee, Human Resources Committee, and Ordinance Committee. Additionally, he served as chairman of the board of the Greater Hot Springs Chamber of Commerce, president of the Hot Springs Area Community Foundation, chairman of the board of the Tri-Lake Policy Advisory Board, and chairman of the board of Levi Hospital. And whereas Mr. Owen is an active member of the Grand Avenue Methodist Church, he married Mary Lockwood Owen, a retired teacher at Lakeside High School. They have 3 remarkable children and a dedicated grandfather to 6 grandchildren. And whereas the House of Representatives of the 94th General Assembly of the state of Arkansas takes great pride in recognizing Mr. Ray Owen Jr. for his many accomplishments and dedication to the office of Justice of the Peace. Now, therefore, presents the motion of the Representative Richard LaRue, the Arkansas House of Representatives, directing this citation to be presented on this 9th of December, 2024. Ray, thank you for your years.
Thank you, Representative. Chair will entertain a motion to approve tonight's agenda.
So moved.
Second.
Motion made by Justice Broughton, second by Justice McGrew. All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
All opposed, same sign. Chair will entertain a motion to approve tonight's minutes.
So moved.
Second.
Motion made by Justice Brown, second by Justice Dixon. All those in favor, say aye.
Aye.
All opposed, same sign. Exhibits A through E. Statement of cash position, operations, finance committee meeting minutes, environmental service, public works minutes, ordinance committee meeting. Chair will entertain a
Moved.
motion to approve exhibits.
So moved.
Motion made by Justice Brown, second by Justice Anderson. All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
All opposed, same sign. Committee reports. Justice Owen.
Before this part of the meeting with the finance committee, or let's see, what is it called? The ordinance committee met and approved all the ordinances.
All right, thank you. Environmental Service Committee, Public Works and Buildings. Justice Hunter.
Judge Justice Young chaired that meeting. I'll turn it over to him.
It's reflected in the minutes there. It's a meeting.
Thank you. Finance Committee. Justice Brazil.
Exhibit C accurately reflects the meeting of December 2nd. Everything was given a due pass.
Thank you. Human Resources Committee. Justice Anderson.
Judge, we did not meet.
All right. Public Health, Welfare, and Safety Committee. Justice Rainey.
Judge, we did not meet.
All right. IT Committee. Justice Young.
Did not meet.
All right, thank you. Chair will entertain a motion to approve committee reports.
So moved. Second.
Motion by Justice Dixon, second by Justice Rainey. All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
All opposed, same sign. All right, we've got that presentation done, so let's move to our ordinances. Sarah, if you would please read O 2431 in its entirety.
Be it enacted by the Quorum Court of Garland County, State of Arkansas, an ordinance to be entitled, an ordinance to obligate the remaining American Rescue Plan Act funds on the books of the county and to declare an emergency. Section 1, affirmation. This court affirms the requirement of the U.S. Treasury to obligate any remaining ARPA funds on the books of the county by December 31st, 2024 for expenditure on or before December 31st, 2026. This court is cognizant of the definition of obligation, final rule to mean an order placed for property and services and entering into contracts, subawards, and similar transactions that require payment. Similar transactions for county governments in the state of Arkansas include an obligation made through the precepts of the county ordinance, with ordinance being defined as an enactment of compulsory law for a quorum court that defines and establishes a system of principles for the control and conduct of county affairs. Section 2, obligation. The following is Garland County's obligation of ARPA funds in the amount of $4,586,527.24 to be expended on or before December 31st, 2026, and appropriated as needed. Said dollars received through the state and the local fiscal recovery fund are obligated for the following expenditures: personnel cost for premium pay 2025, salary and wages premium pay $326,000, social security matching $24,939, retirement matching $49,943.20, unemployment compensation $20, total $400,902.20. Other services and charges, other professional services, ARPA compliance consulting $115,867.92. Digitized clerk's files, $500,000, total $615,867.92. County matching by directional amplifier projects, $1,812,198.89. Computer software, risk management software, $250,000. Capital assets, construction in progress, Arkansas Wireless Information Network, $1,300,000. Total 2025 ARPA obligation, $4,378,969.01. Personnel costs for premium pay 2026, salary and wages premium pay $74,540. Social security matching $5,702.31. Retirement matching $11,419.53. Unemployment compensation $27.45. Total $91,689.29. Other services and charges, other professional services, Horn Consulting, $115,867.94. Other disaster mitigation services, $1. Total $115,868.94. Total 2026 ARPA obligation, $207,558.23. Total ARPA obligation, $4,586,527.24. Section 3, legislative intent. It is the sole intent of this ordinance, which is compulsory law, to obligate the remaining ARPA funds held in the county treasury for the purposes listed in Article 2. Section 4, declaration of emergency. The U.S. Treasury has mandated that any unspent ARPA funds held by this county must be obligated no later than December 31st, 2024. And in order to facilitate that mandate without error, an emergency is declared to exist, and this emergency ordinance is effective immediately upon passage by the Quorum Court and approval by the county judge pursuant to Arkansas Code Annotated 1414-908.
Judge, I move that we suspend the rules, place ordinance 2431 on second reading by title only.
Second.
Motion and a second to suspend the rules and place O 2431 on a second reading by title only. Sarah, please call the roll.
Justice Broughton.
Yes.
Anderson.
Yes.
Dixon.
Yes.
Young.
Yes.
Bright.
Yes.
Owen.
Yes.
Brazil.
Yes.
Peters.
Yes.
McGrew.
Yes.
Hunter.
Yes.
Brown.
Yes.
Rainey.
Yes.
O 2431 by title only, please.
Being enacted by the Quorum Court of Garland County, State of Arkansas, an ordinance to be entitled, an ordinance to obligate the remaining American Rescue Plan funds on the books of the county and to declare an emergency.
Judge, I move that we suspend the rules and place ordinance 2431 on its third and final reading by title only. Second.
Motion and a second to put O 2431 on its third and final reading. Sarah, call the roll, please.
Justice Broughton.
Yes.
Anderson.
Yes.
Dixon.
Yes.
Young.
Yes.
Bright.
Yes.
Owen.
Yes.
Brazil.
Yes.
Peters.
Yes.
McGrew.
Yes.
Hunter.
Yes.
Brown.
Yes.
Rainey.
Yes.
All right, Sarah, O 2431 by title only.
Being enacted by the Quorum Court of Garland County, State of Arkansas, an ordinance to be entitled, an ordinance to obligate the remaining American Rescue Plan Act funds on the books of the county and to declare an emergency.
Move to adopt O 2431.
Second.
Motion and a second to adopt O 2431. Any discussion? Sarah, please call the roll.
Justice Broughton.
Yes.
Anderson.
Yes.
Dixon.
Yes.
Young.
Yes.
Bright.
Yes.
Owen.
Yes.
Brazil.
Yes.
Peters.
Yes.
McGrew.
Yes.
Hunter.
Yes.
Brown.
Yes.
Rainey.
Yes.
Chair will entertain a motion to declare an emergency.
So moved. Second.
Motion and a second. Sarah, would you please call the roll?
Justice Broughton.
Yes.
Anderson.
Yes.
Dixon.
Yes.
Young.
Yes.
Bright.
Yes.
Owen.
Yes.
Brazil.
Yes.
Peters.
Yes.
McGrew.
Yes.
Hunter.
Yes.
Brown.
Yes.
Rainey.
Yes.
All right, Sarah, please read O 2432 in its entirety.
Being enacted by the Quorum Court of Garland County, State of Arkansas, an ordinance to be entitled, an ordinance revising rates for disposal of Class 4 solid waste at the Garland County landfill and for other purposes. Whereas the Garland County Solid Waste Ordinance O 1434, together with the rules and regulations authorized thereunder as amended, regulate the storage, collection, transportation, and disposal of all solid waste generated by residents or commercial entities within the boundaries of the county and outside the corporate limits of any municipality in the county unless otherwise agreed to. And whereas the cost of operation of the Garland County landfill have increased substantially and a rate increase is necessary to maintain the operation of the system. And whereas the county judge has caused a rate study of comparable facilities in the region to be completed, and said study has determined that Garland County's Class 4 waste disposal rates are significantly less than comparable facilities and recommends a rate increase for Class 4 waste disposal. And whereas the Garland County landfill has experienced a substantial increase in volume of Class 4 waste disposal in the past several years, much of it originating from other counties due to lower rates than surrounding facilities. And whereas disposal of Class 4 waste originating from other counties more quickly depletes the available airspace of the landfill and shortens the life of the facility. Whereas the rates for disposal of Class 4 waste should be comparable to other facilities, and whereas the citizens of Garland County should receive the maximum benefit from the Garland County landfill, and whereas the Environmental Services, Public Works, and Buildings Committee and the Finance Committee have previously met and approved this ordinance, and now therefore be enacted by the Quorum Court of Garland County, Arkansas. Section 1, finding. The Garland County Quorum Court hereby finds and determines that a rate increase for the disposal of Class 4 waste as set forth herein is necessary to maintain the operation of the system, extend the life of the facility, and provide the citizens of Garland County with the maximum benefit from the Garland County landfill. Class 4 waste disposal shall be $32 per ton with a $15 minimum charge. Class 4 waste originating from outside Garland County shall be $50 per ton with a $15 minimum charge. The Quorum Court finds that the rates set forth herein shall be included in the rate schedule attached hereto and incorporated herein as Exhibit 1, and said schedule shall be adopted as the rate schedule for Garland County Sanitation Services beginning January 1, 2025. Section 2, approval. The Garland County Quorum Court hereby approves the rate increase set forth in Section 1 and it adopts Exhibit 1 as the rate schedule for Garland County Sanitation Services beginning January 1, 2025. Section 3, enforcement. The Garland County Judge or his designee is authorized and directed to use reasonable means to determine the origin of Class 4 waste presented for disposal and may prohibit the use of the landfill to any person or entity who attempts to evade the out-of-county charge for disposal of Class 4 waste. Section 4, codification. This ordinance shall be codified in the Garland County Code of Ordinances, and the sections may be renumbered and relettered to accomplish such intention. Section 5, delayed effective date. It is found by this court that this ordinance and the fee schedule mandated by it should be effective beginning January 1, 2025 to provide public notice and facilitate efficient budgeting and collection.
Judge, I move we suspend the rules and place ordinance O 2432 on its second reading by title only.
Second.
Motion and a second. Sarah, please call the roll.
Justice Broughton,
Yes.
Anderson,
Yes.
Dixon,
Yes.
Young,
Yes.
Wright, Owen,
Yes.
Brazil,
Yes.
Peters,
Yes.
McGrew. Yes. Hunter,
Yes.
Brown,
Yes.
Rainey.
Yes.
Sarah, please read O 2432 by title only.
Be it enacted by the Quorum Court of Garland County, State of Arkansas, an ordinance to be entitled, an ordinance revising rates for disposal of Class 4 solid waste at the Garland County landfill and for other purposes.
Judge, I move we place ordinance suspend the rules, and place ordinance O 2432 on its third and final reading by title only.
Second.
Motion and a second to place 2432. It's third and final reading. Title only. Sarah, please call the roll.
Justice Broughton,
Yes.
Anderson,
Yes.
Dixon.
Yes.
Young.
Yes.
Bright. Owen,
Yes.
Brazil,
Yes.
Peters.
Yes.
McGrew,
Yes.
Hunter,
Yes.
Brown,
Yes.
Rainey.
Yes.
All right, Sarah, O 2432 by title only, please.
Be it enacted by the Quorum Court of Garland County, State of Arkansas, an ordinance to be entitled, an ordinance revising rates for disposal of Class 4 solid waste at the Garland County landfill and for other purposes.
Move to adopt O 2432.
Second.
Motion and a second to adopt O 2432. Sarah, please call the roll.
Justice Broughton,
Yes.
Anderson,
Yes.
Dixon,
Yes.
Young,
Yes.
Wright, Owen,
Yes.
Brazil,
Yes.
Peters,
Yes.
McGrew,
Yes.
Hunter,
Yes.
Brown,
Yes.
Rainey.
Yes.
Chair will entertain a motion to declare an emergency.
Moved.
Second.
Motion and a second to declare an emergency. Sarah, please call the roll.
Justice Broughton,
Yes.
Anderson,
Yes.
Dixon,
Yes.
Young,
Yes.
Wright, Owen,
Yes.
Brazil,
Yes.
Peters,
Yes.
McGrew,
Yes.
Hunter,
Yes.
Brown,
Yes.
Rainey.
Yes.
Chair will entertain a motion to suspend the rules and read appropriation ordinances
So
by title
moved.
only.
Second.
Motion and a second. O 2433. Sarah, please call the roll.
Justice Broughton,
Yes.
Anderson,
Yes.
Dixon,
Yes.
Young,
Yes.
Wright,
Yes.
Owen, Brazil,
Yes.
Peters,
Yes.
McGrew,
Yes.
Hunter,
Yes.
Brown,
Yes.
Rainey.
Yes.
Okay. Sarah, please read O 2433 by title only.
Be it enacted by the Quorum Court of Garland County, State of Arkansas, an ordinance to be entitled, an ordinance to establish the annual operating budget for the calendar year 2025.
Move for approval.
Second.
Motion and a second. Any discussion? Hearing none, Sarah, please call the roll.
Justice Broughton,
Yes.
Anderson,
Yes.
Dixon.
Yes.
Young.
Yes.
Bright. Owen.
Yes.
Brazil.
Yes.
Peters.
Yes.
McGrew.
Yes.
Hunter.
Yes.
Brown.
Yes.
Rainey.
Yes.
All right, so the business. Mr. Troutman. You can put that microphone back in there if you want to, or you can hold it in your hand. The call is yours, sir.
Maybe sing a few Christmas carols while we're at it.
You can do that too. You go right ahead. Let me get the
All right.
camera going.
All right. Let's do it. I can tell it. Great to see everyone tonight. As you all know, we just met 2 weeks ago, so this will be the shortest report you hear all year, and I'm pleased to tell you that. But before I do, we got special guests tonight. Our chairman, Ben Signorelli, for the partnership, and his girlfriend, Vicky, are here. Carol Bales, our chair for next year, and Ralph, and then Cole, Gary, and I. But Vince presented, as most of y'all know, to the city board last week about the Majestic and asked Judge for permission, and we'd like to present that to you all tonight. I know that the county has the vested stake in that, as well as the city and the whole community. And so we've got that queued up. But real quickly, before we bring Vince up, since we met last 2 weeks ago, we had an off-site visit with David Paul from Sigma Supply. We had our monthly lunch with the judge, City Manager Burrow, Steve Harrison from Visit Hot Springs, to consider all the opportunities and challenges of our organizations. Cole was here last week for the Finance Committee, and Cole did a great job. He had, as he does every year, we had leadership Hot Springs, the youth group last week. I believe we had 26 in attendance there. We had a meeting of all our past, present, and future chairs for our strategic business plan to make sure that we're doing what the business community wants of our chairs. A very bittersweet moment for all of us. Dr. Doug Ross going away party last Thursday night, and you want to talk about things moving fast. He flew to Phoenix on Saturday, attended a game yesterday, and was working this morning at, knowing Doug, probably 5 a.m. So it's already on to the next, and we anxiously await news of his successor. Cole attended the Arkansas Broadband Leader Zoom call. Oakland could not have had a better weekend weather for opening day and Saturday. 13,000 on Friday, 15,500 on Saturday. Not one, but two businesses open today. We had ribbon cutting for 7 Brew this morning, and big traffic congestion there on Central. We had workforce lunch with Gary and Bill Ritter from National Park College and myself today. And Blue Ember also opened today. And as you know, they've already been a great community partner, partnering with Cooper Anthony Clinic on the fundraiser yesterday. We've got Leadership Hot Springs tomorrow with that group all day, and we'll be touring a couple local manufacturers. I've got the Arkansas Economic Development Foundation Board tomorrow night in Little Rock. We've got the Workforce Development Board on Thursday, and we meet with our 5 aerospace companies Thursday afternoon. Before I bring Vince up, just want to say a sincere thank you to all the outgoing JPs for your service. Been a pleasure working with you, whether it's been 2 years or 7. But Justice Dixon, Justice Bright, Justice Brazil, and Justice Training, just so it's been a pleasure. So thank you all for all you've done for Garland County in your time. And without further ado, I will bring up Mr. Vince Signorelli and just let him tell you about our excitement with the Majestic site. And I'm sure want to thank David French for all his help in getting us to this point. Vince?
Good evening, Justices, Judge, and everyone. My report to you tonight is essentially the same that I gave to the City Board last week about our progress marketing the site of the former Majestic Hotel. We wanted to share this directly with you as the county is a stakeholder in this too, and an important investor in the Hot Springs Metro Partnership. And I want to join Gary and the rest of the team thanking you, the rest of the county, for your support. Our community's collective goal is to identify and engage a long-term development solution for this special parcel in historic downtown Hot Springs. To this end, the city directors have engaged the Hot Springs Metro Partnership as our community's economic development organization to market and pursue opportunities for the site, which the city owns, and to eventually rate and rank those opportunities for the city board to consider. Last week, upon a vote of the city directors, the partnership support is in the city's 2025 budget, and this specific development assignment is included for another year as well, so that we may continue our work. We are making very good progress, and we are more convinced than ever that it will eventually bear fruit if we stay committed to it. Now we intend to keep going with the momentum that we have established to result in a win for all stakeholders, especially the city of Hot Springs, Garland County, and our community's citizen taxpayers. The original Majestic Site Committee members remain intact, and they are fully committed to continue working and with continuing passion, expertise, and energy. The Majestic Site Committee members are Gary Troutman, the partnership CEO, Cole McCaskill, the partnership's vice president, Todd Green, our 2022 chair, Scott Dews, the 2023 chair, myself, this year's 2024 chair, Brian Smith, next year's 2025 chair, and State Representative Les Warren. 5 of the 7 committee members are volunteers. The committee members are respected business leaders in our community who are passionate about this project. This initiative represents for most of us the most important work that we do outside of our regular jobs. We understand its magnitude and importance. We also understand the stakes. Hot Springs has one shot at doing this site development right. We also understand it is a pivotal moment, and making the right or the wrong choice at this inflection point in our history affects the future of our community. Those of us who work in economic development are well aware of the number one rule in this area, which is to keep your investor prospects confidential as they pursue projects. It is a frustrating reality, especially in our case when we report to the city and to you. But we all need to understand that this rule is intended to protect developers who are competing with others. Let me share with you tonight what I think is fair to share at this juncture. We have 3 main developer prospects, which I can name as 1, 2, and 3. Each of these are out of state, and each develops hospitality and commercial properties nationally. I can tell you since last week when we reported to the city, we actually have a new 4th prospect in play that we are just beginning to develop, which is wonderful news. Each of the prospects in play has ties to Hot Springs and a special affinity for this community. Each checks all boxes in terms of a track record of capability, financing, and success. Prospect number 1 is what I personally call a unicorn. They develop properties nationwide, like we imagine at the Majestic site, but with all equity cash. They do not require lending, grants, nor incentives. While prospect 1 is in play, of course, prospect numbers 2 and 3 are also in play. Prospect number 4 is being developed in the early stages. But each of these prospects have unique advantages and offer excellent value. So even though prospect 1, the unicorn as I call it, is a cash only proposition, these other prospects are still very, very important and well in play. Our committee's work involves ongoing conversations and visits. We have also curated, I can report to you, a group of local and statewide high wealth investors, high profile high wealth investors who have expressed interest in a third party managed project or one where they participate with a core investor developer. In our prospect evaluation and assessment discussions, there are many important factors to consider, including any perceived delays in terms of the project interest and execution. Our committee believes fully that we will succeed. This work, of course, does not happen fast, which is inherent with most all economic development projects of this scale, but we need it to happen the right way. It is not our goal to just sell the property and move on. Instead, our committee, together with many advisors, believes that this is a moment where we have an opportunity to create something lasting and truly transformative for Hot Springs in Garland County. Tonight, we are excited to show you the renderings that our committee has developed with the help of locally owned French architects. French architects. These renderings are our ideas, that is the committee's ideas, curated with input from previously submitted proposals, stakeholders, public feedback, and the city's Majestic Site marketing plan of January 8, 2020. This work that we are sharing with you was done at no cost to the city of Hot Springs nor Garland County, and without any taxpayer money. Of course, developers create their own renderings and plans and renderings and plans that are far more sophisticated than these. The partnership's Majestic Site Committee renderings are intended for inspiration, discussion, and alignment with developer prospects, while allowing us to also convey our vision to the city, to you, and to the public. The right solution is not whimsy. Instead, it needs to be viable business-wise. As we articulate with potential developers, we convey the intelligent message that we hear from our community for the Majestic Site, including a substantially visual water feature, a new focal point for downtown, high-end tier 1 hospitality. So that's code for upscale rooms, and we feel like, and others feel like, there is limited inventory at the upscale. A majestic village concept, which would be a multi-use place at the base of a hospitality center. High-end condo residential. So in the drawings, in the renderings, you'll see a structure, but at the height of it, at the top floors, there could be residential condo opportunities. A retail mix at the site, again, multi-use. A mountain biking connection with, say, a deluxe base camp and the amenities connected to that. A place of rest and engagement, things to do. We wish to garner further development with this project and spur on investment along the adjacent corridors. We wish to leverage the world-class vistas that inherently exist at this site. And at the end of the day, we hope to attract new visitors to our community and let it become what it is becoming, a true national destination. So at this point, we'll just, if you can view the screens, we'll walk through some of the renderings. I'm not going to spend a lot of time on these renderings, and there are 20 total, but I can tell you that Cole McCaskill has all these renderings on file, can deliver them, and likely will, this week to you.
There it is.
Oh, well, there you go. I'm going to start with, like I said, there are 20 slides. I'm going to start with a few which are kind of the macro view. So you can see there where the fountain water feature is. That's at the front of the site where Central meets Park, which meets Whittington and, of course, Cedar Street. And let me remind you that it looks a little modern. That's not really by choice. I think the feedback that we've gotten so far, and certainly our vision for it, isn't exactly articulated in these renderings. They ended up being rather modern, but it could be, say, an Aspen-like chalet look. But these are conversations that we'll have down the road in terms of the architectural aesthetics that we'll see. I think there's a pause between each. Here's another view. This one again is a kind of a drone view from a different perspective, but still the front. Whoops. Went back to this one. Another view. I think this one is more from the Park Avenue perspective, but it gives you a sense of, 360 views. So let's think about the site. It's about 5.5 acres total. There's more acreage in the back that is potentially obtainable, another 5+ acres. And then the site we imagine being built as opposed to a monstrous excavation could actually utilize the topography that exists on the site. Now we're going to get with several street view, towards the entrance of the site. There's the water feature, of course, the hospitality structure there. So somebody had noted that they counted 6 or 8 floors. This is just a placeholder. 6 or 8 floors might present you know, a a hotel, if you will, with 100 or 200 rooms. We haven't defined how many rooms. So it could be 30 rooms, or 60 rooms, or 100 rooms, or 200 rooms. The business plan for that really is determined by the developer. So this is just a placeholder. Another view similarly. Now we're getting a little closer to the entrance. Similar, but from a slightly different perspective. You can start to see now where it says brand. That's retail, mixed use. So what might be these things? It could be, coffee shops, ice cream, restaurants, shops. We certainly imagine shops connected to mountain biking. It could be retail for accessories or bikes themselves, concierge services. We imagine a facility in a base camp like, you know, project where it's really thoughtful in terms of what folks who are enjoying the Northwoods mountain biking trails would appreciate. If you can think of it in terms of, if you were to go to Aspen to a ski resort or whatever, everything is really thoughtfully designed to serve the folks who are there to do that. Now we're taking a slightly different view, starting to look at some of the rooftop structures where behind the facility in a way Here's another entrance to the front. There aren't very many people here in the images that we're showing you, but we certainly imagine that in real life there would be. We certainly imagine, the possibility that it would be a great place to hang out, enjoy the kids, it's safe, relax. There isn't much seating shown, but we certainly imagine that there would be. We imagine that the water feature isn't just decorative in nature, but also one that would allow for some interaction. There's one little girl here, but we would imagine that there would be many kids playing around the water feature. And I can say about the water feature, this isn't, again, a defined sort of structure. This is really for inspiration. We would simply imagine a water feature, and I think that a fairly massive or substantial one, and I think that's what our community is really screaming for as well. So now we're in the structure, we're looking down at the water feature, and what you see in the distance is the view down Central Avenue. So if we took the reverse perspective from this, think about walking north along Central Avenue, and you're, say, in front of Bathhouse Row, and you reach the point where you're at the base of the Arlington Hotel. Well, that's the moment as you cross that bend where you can see down to the north end of Central Avenue. Right now, there's nothing really as a visitor that calls you down to that north end. In fact, some even turn around and walk back south again. But what if you would see this water feature and all that's going on down there? It would draw you in. Upscale dining. This is on one of the rooftops. Here's another view of the upscale dining on one of the rooftops. And this is the first glimpse that you're seeing of rooftop pools, covered areas, hot tubs, dining, food, beverage. Another view. If you've been to the site and stood there, or if you had the privilege of being in the original Majestic Hotel, you know that the views from that vista are extraordinary. Beautiful swimming pool, rooftop, hot tubs, fire pit. So if you imagine you're there and you're looking down south, down Central Avenue and the views from there, we feel like it would be extraordinary. Another view, folks enjoying the rooftop. And that's it. That's the 20th slide. So we're really moved by the possibilities of what could be on that in that site. And when you look at these images, you almost think, how could that be? We just feel like why not us? Why not Hot Springs? Um, a project like this is not unprecedented in other communities around the country. Um, it's an opportunity, like many others around the country, to completely be transformative. We really are dreaming big, and we have others who execute properties like this who similarly feel like our community can be one that goes to another level. So that being said, I'd be happy to answer any questions and then call on Gary and Cole who could add anything as well.
Move to accept the report.
Second.
Motion and second to accept the report. All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Thank you, Vince, Gary, team, for bringing us forward tonight. In your package, some county property exposed, some 08 400 computer stuff that no longer works, has no value. Need a motion to approve that.
So moved. Second.
Motion and a second. All in favor, say
Aye.
aye. And then you have time report there. You can look at. We've actually done a little better the past 3 or 4 months with it. Not to say it won't go back up after the first of the year, but right now it's down good. Proud of that.
Motion to approve the overtime report. Second.
Motion and a second. All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
All opposed, same sign. All right. Got one other thing that we need to do tonight. I'm going to take these as they come out of the box. This is our last Quorum Court meeting with this court. Last one of 2024. And we've got about 5 members of this court that won't be with us next year. And so I wanted to give each of you something to remember your years of service here. And first, Larry Grant. Larry, if you come up. Larry, I don't think there's ever been a more thorough Quorum Court member on the Garland County Quorum Court. You have taught more experience. And teams that work across the eyes that worked on it. But we appreciate everything you do. You've always had good, strong input, and you have been very good at working with your constituents, and I appreciate that very much. So, in recognition and deep appreciation of your years of dedicated service to Garland County, Larry Rainey, thank you. I'm going to miss you.
It's been my pleasure. Thank
You want this box, Larry? So our next recipient is a lifelong friend of mine. Her daddy gave me my first job, taught me what a good work ethic was. And he worked every single day, whether he could or not. He worked blind, and he taught me about everything I know about business. And Linda, you have certainly stepped in and helped us, and you have been so responsive to your constituents. You and I have had several conversations, several emails, several things along the way that were probably not represented as well before you took the office. And I know that you know everybody in that neighborhood. Your business is located out there. You live out there. You lived in the same place for a long time. And I appreciate everything you've done for the court and for Garland County, and we will miss you.
All great people. We live in a great county, and it's phenomenal. And that's the word.
Is it? You want this box? So this guy got to take the bull by the horns when Senator McKee moved on to bigger and better things and step in and take control of the finance committee. And you've done a fantastic job with it. Jason, come on up here. You can't sit over there and get this, no matter how much. I know you like it. Jason, you've done a great job while you've been on the court. You've been responsive. You've worked great county offices everywhere. You've been a big part of the fairground. You've been a big part of kids across Garland County. And here at Garland County for the Quorum Court, we appreciate your input. We appreciate the fact that you stepped up and you took control and made sure that the finance committee went forward like it was supposed to. You've had great input and you've always been fair with everybody here. And I appreciate you and we will miss you, Jason.
Thank you very much. It's been a pleasure working with everybody.
Absolutely.
Just kidding.
I don't know what to say about this next lady. I've never given this lady any task to complete that she didn't do above and beyond my expectations. I've thrown some pretty heavy stuff on her, like a countywide trash pickup to try to organize 350 kids to get them to go walk to the side of the street and pick up trash. And you've done an excellent job with it. Everything that you've done for your constituents. I know she went out, she was in a culvert one day. She called me, "Hey, this culvert stopped up out here. I want to make sure that we get somebody out here to clean it out," because this lady told me she was literally down in the ditch in the culvert looking in there. And I appreciate everything that you've done. You've had such good input, and you have represented your constituents in your district so well, not just in your district, everywhere. I've leaned on you pretty hard the past few years to get help with everything, and you have responded so well, and I appreciate it. And Esther, we are certainly going to miss you.
It's been an honor.
You want this box? I can use it for fire later. Right? Come on. So there's not been a Quorum Court member in history, I don't think, that has worked with more elected officials, more Quorum Court members, or sat on the court as long as Ray has. He, the one time he told me he was older than dirt, been on the Quorum Court since Moses was a pup. But I don't know if it's been quite that long. He has served the constituents in Garland County in District Number 6 from 1997 to 2024. That takes a lot. And I know that Ray has always engaged. You used to see him in the hallway all the time, going in, talking to elected officials, asking them what they needed. He was the chair of the finance committee at one time. And he would be in there trying to find out what they needed, what they wanted to do going to budget. And if there was ever a time that we didn't have the money to fulfill their needs, Ray was the one that always went in there and broke the bad news to them. But he always came back with something positive from that, because Ray has always done a great job presenting himself and presenting the problems versus the fixes. And Ray, I don't know what we're going to do without you on this court. You've been on that corner of the table down there as long as I can remember it up there too. We're going to miss you. We're going to miss your input. We're going to miss Miss Carrie. But just remember, you can always come back, even if it's just a visit. We'll be here. And you can come back. You can come to my office anytime. But Ray, thank you, my friend. I appreciate you very much. I'm going to give you this box, right? Thank you. Jason, did you get your box? No, it's up here. Okay. Anybody got anything else? I want you to make a comment. Yes, what I mentioned that earlier, I think.
Yeah, you bet. Just to say this, I don't know quite how to say this, but I've been doing this stuff since I was 22. I figured it up the other day. It was Judy asked me how long you've been doing this. I said, well, I know it started it after we got married. I got married at 22, but it wasn't long after marriage I started in on this. At the city of Bel Air, I worked in the zoning and planning commission, and that led to serving on the commission and chairing the commission, and later being on the city council. And when we moved to Tulsa, I continued my work there. I've had the great pleasure of working with Kay Bailey Hutchison, with the mayor of Tulsa, who later went on to be a senator, to come here and fall in love with this place. I tell you, I was born in Texas, and damn, I'm Texas through and through. But by God, I love this place. You just don't know. It's hard to say how you get your roots set, but it's the best thing for me and my wife. And I think out of everything I've done, and this has been the most rewarding for me personally, because I had a chance to work with people like me, just the ordinary citizen, and to help them get over a difficulty. And I would say to all of you that survived, and all the new ones coming on, keep in mind that that's what your job is. It is to make Garland County better and to help people who live here have a fuller, richer life. You can do it. I know you can. You have been doing it. So it's not a disappointment in me to leave this. It's more or less a chance to sit back now in the catbird seat and just watch. So, and I thank each and every one of you for the opportunity. It's been magnificent.
Thank you, Larry. So there's some new elects here, and I'll send this out in an email form as well. January 1st at 10 a.m. up there in that courthouse, Judge Jones' courtroom, which is District 1, on floor 3, will be your swearing in ceremony. So you come up there and get sworn in, and you'll be ready to do business. And on the first night, I guess it's going to be the 6th of January. That night, we'll have 5 meetings that night to get everybody assigned to their committees. There'll be quick meetings, and I'll still send notice out about all of it. We'll have some real quick meetings to get you assigned and let you pick your committee chairs and vice chairs. And then we'll have a short finance meeting after that. And next week, you'll be on the court. So I appreciate everybody being here tonight, and I appreciate this court. And I will entertain a motion to adjourn. All in favor, say aye. All right. Y'all have a good Christmas. And if you need something, let me know.